Dear friends, welcome to my electronic channel. You to the again in another video. Today's topic is the CRT TV motherboard secondary voltage low. The off. Friends, look, this is the primary section of the CRT TV motherboard and this is the secondary section. So let's first input the AC code of the TV. Then first we will check the secondary voltage of the motherboard. Very set. Playback transformer input 25.3 volts, but here will be around 110 volts. Then check the vertical IC input voltage. The voltage of the vertical IC is much low. Here the need to be 25 or 26 voltage, but here are be around 19 volts. Then check the secondary section 5 and 8 volts VCC voltage of the oscillation section. Look, here to the voltage is very low. The voltage here need to be around 10 volts, but the voltage here is 7.4 volts. Then the input voltage of the audio IC, but the voltage is still low. The voltage here need to be around 15 volts, but the voltage here is 9.8 volts. Look, I have opened both the input voltage of the vertical IC and the input voltage of the EHT transformer. So let's first check if there is any fault in the primary section. Friends, this is the input transistor. The input transistor number is 1802. The base pin of transistor is this. The collector pin is this and the emitter pin is this. So first, let's check the voltage of the base pin of the transistor. See here, the voltage of the base pin is continuously going up and down. But here, the voltage will be 0.7 volts. Since the voltage is continuously going up and down, friends, it can be assumed that here is no problem in the primary section. The problem is in the secondary section. Friends, now let's find out which component are more likely to have problem if the secondary voltage of the motherboard is low. If you find yourself in this situation, first of all you should check the components of the secondary section. For example, suppose there is a VR and a zener diode and power is granted by 3 resistance. The value of these 3 resistance 47 kilo ohms, 100 kilo ohms, then 150 kilo ohms. Look at the zener diode here. Let's value is 6.2 if the zener diode is bad. In many cases the secondary voltage can increase and in many cases the voltage can decrease. Then the most common reason for the secondary voltage to decrease is the 100 kilo ohms resistance, 202 or 203 VR and the 47 microfarad 116 volt capacitor. Friends, as a result, if this capacitor is problem, then the secondary voltage may be down. Friends, then let's first change the 160 volt capacitor. Then we will see if the problem is solved. Friends, from here I will remove the 160 volt capacitor. Then I will take the capacitor from a reset motherboard and install it. Look, I have removed the capacitor from this motherboard. The value of the capacitor is 47 microfarad 160 volts. Then I have taken the capacitor from another motherboard. It is 100 microfarad 160 volts capacitor. Then see if the problem is solved. So let's install this capacitor. I have installed this capacitor. So let's turn on the TV again. Let's input AC power and then measure the voltage of the motherboard and see if it is correct. First, we will see if the voltage of the AC transformer is correct. Very nice. The voltage that need to be 110 volts at this test point is turned on here. Then look at the vertical IC input voltage. Then voltage of the vertical IC is also correct. Dear friends, to get more informative videos like this, subscribe to the channel and keep the bell button on, and thank you for watching the full videos.